Here are 101 facts about Naruto Uzumaki that even Kishimoto might not know. Number 1. Naruto's very first version was not even a ninja. In Masashi Kishimoto's 1997 one-shot, Naruto was actually a young nine-tailed demon fox in human form, living in a modern city. He could transform with demon fox jutsu, and even had a foxtail when using his harem jutsu. Pretty wild. Number 2. The original pitch for Naruto was about ramen, not ninja wars. Kishimoto admitted he first pitched an old guy who owns a ramen shop, and a young boy comes by. Something uninteresting like that. His editors at Shonen Jump rejected it hard, but ramen stayed in Naruto's DNA. That is how we got Tuchi at Ichiraku Ramen. When Naruto marries Hinata in the epilogue novel, Tuchi gives them a lifetime free ramen pass. Number 3. Those trademark goggles from Chapter 1? Ditched because Kishimoto got lazy. Drawing goggles repeatedly was a massive pain, so after the pilot chapters, he introduced the forehead protector instead. The headbands saved him time and became the series' most iconic symbol. Number 4. Databio has no direct meaning. Kishimoto invented it as a goofy verbal tick. In Japanese, it adds emphasis, like saying ya no. The English dub translated it as believe it, but fans hated it so much that after 18 episodes, Viz dropped it entirely. Number 5. Naruto's name is a layer cake of references. First, Naruto is a swirly fish cake ramen topping. Jiraiya was eating ramen when he named his book's hero Naruto. Yes, Naruto is literally named after ramen. Second, Naruto means maelstrom in Japanese and refers to real whirlpool straits in Japan. Combined with Uzumaki, which means spiral, his full name means spiraling whirlpool. Number 6. Naruto got his name from Jiraiya's novel, Twice Over. In story, Minato read The Tale of the Utterly Gutsy Shinobi and loved the protagonist so much he named his son after him. Outside the story, Jiraiya himself comes from Japanese folktale Jiraiya Goketsu Monogatari, which features Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Orochimaru. Kishimoto borrowed those legendary names, so Naruto's name came from Jiraiya's book, and Jiraiya's name came from 200-year-old legend. Number 7. Kishimoto made Naruto look obnoxious on purpose. He wanted to break the stealthy ninja mold, so Naruto rocks orange tracksuits and bright blonde hair. Kishimoto said he made Naruto more like a foreigner to stand out among dark-clothed ninja. Early on, Japanese kids asked, "Is that really a ninja?" Because Naruto was so flashy. Orange is not camouflage. But for the number 1 hyperactive knucklehead, it fits perfectly. Number 8. Those whisker marks have dual origins. In universe, Naruto was born with them because Kushina had Kurama sealed while pregnant, a chakra birthmark from the fox's influence, but Kishimoto also kept them as a nod to the original fox demon concept. Bonus: Boruto and Himawari have whiskers too, because Naruto still had Kurama when they were born. Kurama was basically the kid's third parent. Number 9. Naruto failed the academy graduation exam 3 times. He could not perform the basic clone technique properly, and the first jutsu he mastered was multi-shadow clone, an A-rank forbidden technique, which he learned from a stolen scroll the same day he flunked. Naruto went from 0 to over 1,000 clones overnight. He literally learned advanced kinjutsu before basic E-rank clones. Number 10. Shadow clones almost broke the story. Kishimoto laughs about digging his own grave by giving Naruto multi-shadow clones in Chapter 1. Making hundreds of clones massively boosted Naruto's power early, so Kishimoto had to constantly scale fights, so numbers would not solve everything. By the Chunin exams, Naruto's chakra reserves made him a nightmare matchup. Number 11. The Uzumaki clan spiral is everywhere in Konoha. That red swirl on Jonin flak jackets? That is the Uzumaki crest. The Senju clan added it to Konoha uniforms to honor their alliance. Every time you see a vest with a spiral, it is tribute to Naruto's clan. Naruto wore that same red swirl on his jacket as a kid, without knowing the significance. Number 12. Naruto is distantly related to Tobirama Senju. The Uzumaki and Senju clans were blood relatives. Hashirama's wife Mito was an Uzumaki, and Naruto's mom Kushina too. So Naruto shares ties with the first Hokage's family. That makes Tsunade something like his great aunt by marriage, but no one actually mentions it. While Naruto grew up an orphan, he had hidden family connections all along. Number 13. Naruto is technically still a genin as Hokage. He never had time for Chunin exams after the war. Kakashi offered to fast-track him to Jonin if he studied coursework, but Naruto was too busy saving the world. He went straight from lowest rank to highest office. Naruto holds the title of Most Underqualified Hokage on paper. Number 14. Naruto's registration number is 012607, and his Academy ID was 027. These show up in databooks and trivia corner. Fans use 012607 in usernames and plates as Easter eggs. Sasuke's is 012606, and Sakura's 012601. Meaning Naruto got his after Sasuke, perhaps from that extra exam attempt. His Genin number 27 appears on his apartment door and signage. Number 15. By age 17, Naruto stood 180 centimeters, that is 5 feet 11 inches. That is a huge growth spurt from 145 centimeters, 4 feet 9 inches, at age 12 in Part 1. He shot up to 166 centimeters, 5 feet 5 inches, by Shippuden's end and kept growing. Also, Naruto has completed 16 official missions in total: 7 D rank, 1 C rank, 2 B rank, 6 A rank, 0 S rank. But these are just pre-war missions. If we count his feats in 4th Shinobi War, his completed missions might reach into hundreds. Number 16. Naruto's favorite food is Ichiraku miso pork ramen, and he loves ice cream. Least favorite, fresh vegetables. He is basically a kid who would rather have ramen and popsicles than salad. His hobbies are pulling pranks and watering plants. Yes, watering plants. Perhaps Naruto found tending crops oddly relaxing. His blood type is B, which in Japan indicates passion and creativity, and sometimes irresponsibility. Number 17. Naruto's birthday is October 10th, which was formerly a Japanese national holiday, sports day, when Kishimoto grew up. It usually coincides with marathons in Japan, perfect for a ninja known for running, and the Naruto Run. Number 18. Naruto's fashion evolves with each arc. Part 1 starts with an orange jumpsuit and white collar. After the Chunin exams damage, the collar went black in anime. In Shippuden at 15, his outfit is black and orange with red swirl. By the last movie, he wears black uniform with orange armband. Kishimoto said Naruto's clothing was deliberately loud early to emphasize outsider status. As he grows, colors tone down. Number 19. Naruto's Hokage cloak has red flames, which mirrors Minato's 4th Hokage cloak, that one had orange flames. The cloak is longer on one side, because he is missing his right arm. The prosthetic does not fully mimic sensation, so he wears it asymmetrically. Naruto's Hokage hat was given by Kakashi. Number 20. Naruto is absurdly strong in chakra. Kakashi estimated Naruto's base chakra, without Kurama, is 4 times his own reserve. With Kurama, it is 100 times Kakashi's. This was stated during wind training when Kakashi mentioned Naruto could make 1,000 clones because of huge reserves. This massive pool comes from Uzumaki lineage, known for life force, being Ashura's reincarnation, and having half of Kurama sealed. Wonder he could spam 2,000 clones and still stand. Number 21. Naruto's popularity literally saved Weekly Shonen Jump from financial struggles in the early 2000s. The series' success was crucial to the magazine's survival. Number 22. Rasen Shuriken was immediately classified as S-rank forbidden jutsu because it was dangerous to Naruto himself. When he perfected it against Kakuzu, Tsunade examined his arm and banned him from using it. The jutsu's microblades were severing Naruto's chakra pathways, shredding his arm at cellular level. That is why it is S-rank, not just power, but self-harm risk. Naruto found a loophole by learning Sage Mode, which let him throw it from a distance. Once he could chuck it, self-injury was solved. Number 23. According to the Toy Zone, Naruto is the most popular kids' TV show in 83 countries worldwide. That's more than Dragon Ball and other major franchises. Number 24. Naruto, along with a few other anime characters, was selected as an official ambassador for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. He represented Japan alongside real athletes as a cultural representative. Number 25. Kakashi's bell test was more brutal in manga than anime. In manga, Sasuke's shuriken impaled Kakashi's clone through the face with blood drawn. Sakura's genjutsu showed mutilated, limb-severed Sasuke, traumatizing her into foaming faint. The anime toned these down. Early Naruto manga had surprising gore, like Zabuza chopping arms off. Anime censorship meant no severed limbs or excessive blood. Number 26. The Zabuza arc ending differed slightly in manga. When Zabuza collapsed, manga showed him touching Haku's face in final respect. Anime made it more heart-wrenching. Naruto drags Zabuza so his hand reaches Haku. In manga, Gado's thugs graphically chopped Kaisa's arms in flashback, whereas anime only broke them. These changes made it less gory, but emotional impacts still remained. Kishimoto said Land of Waves is one of his favorites because it established Naruto's ninja way of showing compassion even to enemies. Number 27. Talk no Jutsu, unofficial name, is Naruto's secret S-rank ability. He converted at least 6 major enemies into allies through speeches: Zabuza, Neji, Gaara, Nagato, Obito, and eventually Kurama, not to mention Sai warming up and the Raikage softening stance. Databooks do not list it, but it is arguably Naruto's most overpowered skill. He ends more battles with words than jutsu by finale. Nagato revived Konoha's dead after Naruto convinced him. Obito had a change of heart mid-war. Number 28. Naruto is the only Hokage who was a Jinchuriki. Minato was also one, but for a very brief period of time, just a few minutes after he sealed Kurama inside him. Also, the idea that you must be Jonin to become Hokage was disproven by Naruto's appointment. Number 29. Naruto and Kurama's relationship evolution is beautiful. Early Shippuden, Naruto addresses him as "you damn fox," and Kurama tries tricking him into removing the seal. By War Arc, after removing hatred, they fist bump and Naruto calls him by name for the first time. The anime added a gentle version of Part 1's theme when they befriend, episode 329. In Boruto, Naruto casually converses with Kurama while doing paperwork. And Gut Punch. In Baryon mode, Kurama smiles warmly before saying goodbye. Naruto spent 2/3 fighting Kurama and ended best friends. Number 30. Rasengan is one of few jutsu Naruto uses without hand seals. It is pure shape manipulation, something even genius Minato took 3 years to perfect. Interestingly, Naruto rarely uses elemental jutsu aside from Rasen Shuriken. He could not do genjutsu at all. According to databooks, his primary chakra nature is wind, and later he gained all of them via tailed beasts, but he sticks to Kage Bunshin and Rasengan variants. He took one A-rank jutsu and turned it into 24 versions by series end rather than learning tons of unrelated techniques. Number 31. Naruto's first ever canon kill is debated, but most agree it's Yura, a henchman of Sasori used during the Kazekage rescue. Naruto's big ball Rasengan obliterated him in Shippuden episode 13. Before that, Naruto technically never killed Haku, it was Kakashi. Throughout the series, Naruto deliberately doesn't kill main villains. Neji survived, Gaara was saved, he talked Nagato into self-sacrifice, Obito was also redeemed. Even Kaguya? Just sealed. Naruto's kill count is surprisingly low. Number 32. In September 2019, a joke Facebook event called Storm Area 51, They Can't Stop All of Us, went completely viral. Over 2 million people clicked going, with another 1.4 million marking themselves as interested. The plan was to Naruto run past the guards because, according to the event page, we can move faster than their bullets. The US Air Force took this seriously enough to create official briefing materials for their personnel. They literally described Naruto run as running with torso forward and arms back. Number 33. Naruto has a frog wallet named Gama-chan that appears throughout the series. We first see it in episode 10 when Naruto checks his money, or lack thereof. The wallet is green, frog-shaped, and Naruto talks to it like a buddy. In a Shippuden filler, there's a mini-plot where Naruto nearly spends all his frog savings. Gama-chan even gets personified in a novel. Naruto dreams it berates him for emptying it out. Number 34. Behind the scenes, Naruto's voice actors have great stories. Japanese voice actor Junko Takeichi initially found Naruto a loud-mouthed, obnoxious brat, but grew proud watching him mature. Her favorite scene is the swing set moment in episode 1. It resonated with her own feelings of working hard for acknowledgement. English voice actor Mael Flanagan jokes that voicing Naruto's battle screams is like an extreme sport. She sometimes got lightheaded in the booth during intense episodes. Both voice actors voiced Naruto for over 15 years each. They practically raised the character. Number 35. Naruto's sexy jutsu scenes were awkward for the actors too. Junko Takeuchi and Mael Flanagan both had to voice Naruto doing a falsetto girl voice. Junko, being female, found it easier. She used her regular girly tone. Mael had to deliberately sound like a boy trying to sound like a sexy girl, which she said was hilariously weird. Number 36. Google created a Naruto Easter egg you can still try right now. Search Naruto on Google, and a small button appears on your screen. Click it, and hundreds of tiny Narutos start running across your screen. Google literally spent work hours programming a bunch of miniature Narutos to sprint across your browser. Number 37. Naruto's ninja run wasn't invented by the anime, but Naruto popularized it worldwide. That lean-forward, arms-back style existed in older anime, but Naruto made it iconic. In 2017, a runner actually did a Naruto run in the US Capitol hallway during a protest. C-SPAN cameras caught it. At the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, some volunteers were filmed Naruto running to their stations. Even if it's not aerodynamically sound, it looks cool and feels fun. That's all that matters. Number 38. Naruto's orange jumpsuit was almost red. In concept sketches, Kishimoto tried red and blue, but it looked too much like a Sentai hero. He settled on bright orange, because it symbolized Naruto's flashy, hopeful personality. For the anime, Studio Pierrot tweaked the shade at times. Early episodes showed darker orange, later more vibrant kind. These changes made sure Naruto popped on TV screens. Number 39. Naruto's family name Uzumaki has spooky significance in Japan. Besides meaning spiral or whirlpool, Uzumaki is the title of a famous horror manga by Junji Ito about a town obsessed with spirals. Kishimoto likely wasn't referencing that since both came out around the same time. Number 40. The famous swing scene, Naruto alone while others get picked up by parents, became a recurring flashback meme. In the anime, that academy swing appears at least 5 times as a symbol of loneliness. In Fandom, it is called the Swing of Sadness. It's anime's original emphasis. In manga, the swing is just one panel. Number 41. Naruto's first kiss was with Sasuke Uchiha accidentally. Number 42. Naruto and Sasuke's final battle was meticulously choreographed to mirror their first big fight. In the Part 2 finale, many scenes directly recall the Valley of the End fight from Part 1. Both fights have them exchanging punches simultaneously over the statues. The famous moment where Rasengan clashes with Chidori creating a black sphere happens in both. Number 43. Kishimoto almost killed off a Team 7 member in the Pain arc. In early drafts, Kakashi's death was going to stick. Kishimoto seriously contemplated making it permanent to raise stakes. That's why Kakashi got that emotional limbo conversation with his father, a send-off in case it stayed canon. Once he decided on Nagato's resurrection, Kakashi got a second lease on life. He also considered killing Hinata after her confession, but editors pushed back and he felt it was too cruel. Knowing Kakashi almost didn't come back makes those chapters hit different. Number 44. The Child of Prophecy concept was actually a late addition. Originally, Kishimoto didn't plan for Naruto to be a chosen one. Jiraiya's prophecy about training the world's savior was introduced around the Jiraiya vs. Pain arc. Kishimoto admitted he retrofitted this plot point to tie Naruto and Nagato together. Early on, the story framed Naruto as an underdog earning everything through hard work. In an interview, Kishimoto said that the true Child of Prophecy is probably Rock Lee, the totally ordinary ninja who achieved greatness through pure effort. Number 45. Naruto's summoning contract with Toads came with humorous fine print. When Naruto first summoned Gamabunta, the boss Toad demanded he prove himself by riding all day without falling. In a Shippuden filler, Gamatatsu pesters Naruto for snacks each summon, implying Naruto kept candy on hand to bribe Toads. According to Boruto, Naruto hasn't summoned them much as Hokage, as he is too busy at a desk. There's even a gag in novels that Naruto once accidentally summoned Gamabunta into the Hokage office. Number 46. Kishimoto admitted he was just making stuff up in the Zabuza arc. The Sharingan and major plot elements? He was bluffing without long-term plans. He didn't figure out what to do with them until later. Number 47. By war's end, Naruto had officially completed only 16 missions. But if you count every task, he was essentially on missions non-stop. For instance, retrieving Sasuke wasn't a formal mission, it was ad hoc. Another stat, Naruto's registration number 012607 adds up to 16 if you do the math, which is a number that appears often. Naruto was 16 by war's end. His academic grades were literally worst in class, except prank-related skills. Number 48. Naruto is one of the only Jinchuriki to fully befriend his tailed beast. Before him, Killer Bee and Juki had a partnership, but even Bee didn't have Naruto's level of symbiosis. All other Jinchuriki struggled or died without fully syncing. In the war, Naruto calls out to other tailed beasts by name, something only the Sage of Six Paths had done, and earns their trust. By Boruto era, Naruto became an unofficial diplomat for Tailed Beast affairs. The light novel mentions he holds periodic meetings with them telepathically. Number 49. Ever notice Naruto's habit of scratching the back of his head when embarrassed? That's an animation quirk kept consistent from Part 1 to Boruto. Whenever he's bashful or caught off guard, he gives that sheepish grin and scratches his hair. Kishimoto noted this as a trait from his own childhood. He'd do the same when flustered. Over time, Naruto does it less, confident Hokage and all. But watch Boruto episodes where Himawari scolds him. Same old head scratch. Number 50. Naruto almost had a different ending pairing, not romantically, but in terms of best friend. Early on, Kishimoto toyed with Sakura being Naruto's closest friend and possibly love interest, while Sasuke might have had a darker fate. However, as the story progressed, he found Naruto and Sasuke's brothers on opposite paths dynamic to be the emotional core. He said in interviews that the Naruto and Sasuke bond became more central than any romantic subplot. Number 51. After the series blew up in the 2000s, the name Naruto saw a spike in certain countries. Naruto cracked the top 200 baby boy names in Mexico in the late 2000s. In the United States, plenty of fans named their pets Naruto, and a few brave souls named their children Naruto. Naruto got referenced in South Park and The Amazing World of Gumball. Perhaps strangest, a 2019 political ad in California featured the candidate doing Naruto hand signs to court the weeb vote. Number 52. The voice actors behind Naruto and Sasuke are close friends in real life. Junko Takeichi, Naruto's Japanese voice actor, and Noriaki Sugiyama, Sasuke's voice actor, often did interviews together. Sugiyama told Junko that she had to do all the yelling while he got cool, quiet lines, and Junko would reply that Naruto's yelling is what made Sasuke interesting. In the English cast, Male Flanagan and Yuri Lowenthal also have friendly rapport. Number 53. Naruto's most emotional music track, Sadness and Sorrow, is so iconic that even people who haven't watched Naruto recognize it. In Japan, it's titled A to Shuchaku, Grief and Sorrow, and performed at anime concerts. During Naruto's final episode in 2017, an orchestral version played live on TV Tokyo as farewell. Composer Toshio Masuda said he wanted a piece reflecting Naruto's loneliness and warmth simultaneously. Number 54. In 2019, an official Naruto Run 5K charity race was organized. The Naruto franchise has sold over $10 billion in merchandise worldwide, everything from action figures to Ichiraku ramen bowls. Number 55. Naruto's first anime appearance wasn't in his own series, it was a cameo in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sort of. In 2002, before the Naruto anime launched, Studio Pierrot snuck an Easter egg. In Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters Episode 49, a festival scene shows a kid cosplaying as Naruto, blonde, spiky hair, goggles, orange outfit. This was a nod since Naruto manga was popular and Pierrot was debuting the anime. Additionally, early 2000s crossover shorts for Shonen Jump's anniversary had Naruto alongside Luffy and Goku. One has Naruto challenging Goku to a ramen eating contest and promptly passing out. By 2005, Naruto, Luffy, and Goku were the poster boys of Shonen Jump globally. Number 56. Naruto's impact on merchandising was huge, especially headbands. After the anime hit the West, Konoha forehead protectors became bestsellers. From 2003 to 2007, Hot Topic and Spencer's were selling out of Leaf Village headbands. They became common in schools, sometimes even banned by principals as disruptive attire. Number 57. Naruto's creator, Masashi Kishimoto, actually appeared in Shippuden episode 178. That episode is a flashback about Iruka and young Naruto. In one scene, villagers gossip about Naruto being the Nine Tails, and one villager is designed to look like Kishimoto, with bandana and glasses. Another reference, Kishimoto's twin brother Seishi, also a manga artist, was rumored to have inspired aspects of Sasuke's design. The brothers confirmed they traded ideas. Number 58. The infamous Pain vs. Naruto fight threw fandom into huge debate due to the animation style. The episode had very exaggerated, stretchy animation cuts, like Pain's face warping when Naruto smacks him. This stylistic choice by director Hiroyuki Yamashita was polarizing. Screenshots of Pain's warped face and Naruto's derpy expressions went viral. Studio Pierrot defended the style as intentional for impact. But if you ask me, that was some lazy effort. Number 59. Naruto's age progression through the series. He starts at 12 in Part 1, turns 13 by the end. In Shippuden, he's 15, then 16 during the Pain arc. By War's End, he's 17. In the last movie, set 2 years later, Naruto is 19, turning 20, officially an adult. In Boruto era, he became Hokage around 27, and by Boruto's start, he's 32. Number 60. Naruto's surname Uzumaki was given by the third Hokage to hide his relation to Minato. After the Nine Tails attack, Hiruzen decided baby Naruto would take his mother's maiden name instead of Namikaze. This kept him safe from Minato's many enemies who might harm the fourth's heir. Ironically, few villagers made the connection, despite blonde hair and blue eyes, partly because the idea of the Hokage's child being the Jinchuriki was secret. The Uzumaki name didn't raise suspicion since the clan had been destroyed. Number 61. Naruto had 3 teachers who shaped him completely. Iruka was the first to see past the Nine Tails. In the Konoha Heiden novel, Naruto asks Iruka to be his father figure at the wedding. Jiraiya was his godfather and mentor. Naruto naming Boruto was a tribute to both Neji and Jiraiya. Kakashi wrote recommendation letters for Naruto to be Hokage. Without these 3, Naruto goes nowhere. Number 62. Naruto is barely literate. In filler episodes, he writes like a kindergartner. His intelligence stat in the databooks is the lowest of Team 7, but by the war arc, he's devising battle strategies mid-fight. By Boruto, he uses shadow clones to read paperwork so he can nap. Number 63. Naruto's jutsu list is super short. Shadow clone, summoning, Rasengan variants, sage mode, and tailed beast abilities. Unlike Kakashi, who copied 1,000 jutsu, Naruto kept it simple. He never learned a single genjutsu, and never mastered any element besides wind. Number 64. The Naruto run exists because animators were lazy. Drawing, pumping arms while running was hard. Arms back running? Way easier to animate. Number 65. Sage mode gives Naruto horizontal toad pupils and orange eyes. Kishimoto originally wanted warty skin like Jiraiya, but kept him cool looking instead. The animators forgot the eye lines in some episodes. Also, Naruto mastered Sage mode in a week, faster than Jiraiya. Number 66. Kishimoto's favorite fight is Naruto vs Sasuke at the Valley of the End from Part 1. He said the emotional weight was everything. Number 67. Sasuke wasn't at Naruto's wedding. He sent a hawk-delivered note instead. Iruka filled the family role. Kakashi declared it a village holiday so everyone could attend. Naruto's wedding day is technically a Konoha holiday. Number 68. Despite being peers with Gaara, Naruto always used honorifics with older guys like Kankuro. But as Hokage, he calls everyone by name informally, which may just be the perk of being the boss. Number 69. The tailed beast ball that Naruto can create is powerful enough to level entire cities and cause mass destruction. This technique requires perfect chakra control using an 8:2 ratio of positive and negative chakra, which Naruto initially struggled with. Once mastered, he could create variations like the super mini-tailed beast ball, and even combine it with his Rasen Shuriken to create the tailed beast ball, Rasen Shuriken, capable of destroying moon-sized planetoids created by Chibaku Tensei. Number 70. Naruto's kids kept the Uzumaki surname despite the Hyuga being prestigious. Hiashi was cool with it. Hinata was disowned as heir anyway. Himawari has the Byakugan, meaning Uzumaki vitality, plus Hyuga dojutsu. Number 71. Naruto is named after a character in Jiraiya's book, The Tale of the Utterly Gutsy Shinobi. Kakashi loves the pervy Icha Icha series, but Naruto's never read those. Thankfully, Naruto did read the Gutsy Shinobi when meeting Nagato. In the epilogue novels, Naruto says he's considering writing a book about Jiraiya's life. Number 72. Naruto had crossover cameos with One Piece and Dragon Ball. One Piece episode 709 had silhouettes of Naruto, Sasuke, and Shikamaru in a crowd. The creators are mutual fans. Oda drew Naruto as a pirate. Kishimoto drew Luffy as a ninja. Number 73. Naruto's face is on currency in the Boruto era. The Hokage are on money in the Ninja United Countries. In a novel, Boruto gets embarrassed paying with Seventh Hokage coins. The Hokage rock was updated with Naruto's face. Naruto went from defacing the monument as a brat to literally being the monument. Number 74. Kishimoto took almost no breaks during Naruto's 15-year run. 700 chapters with barely a hiatus. He slept at the studio constantly. In the final interview, he said he was looking forward to finally going on a honeymoon. He'd married years earlier, but never had time. Kishimoto poured his youth into Naruto so we could enjoy ours. Number 75. Databayo runs in the family. Kushina said Databane. Naruto says Databayo. Boruto says Databasa. In Boruto, Naruto the movie, when Boruto blurts it out, Naruto and Hinata chuckle. The English dub gave Naruto believe it, but the original is untranslatable magic. Number 76. Gaara's gourd cork changed after Naruto saved him. Originally, it had the kanji for tea, but post-time skip it shows love, the same character on Gaara's forehead. Naruto helped Gaara understand love. In the epilogue, Gaara sends his adopted son to train under Naruto. Number 77. The Hokage monument was inspired by Mount Rushmore. Kishimoto wanted a visual reminder of legacy, the will of fire passed down through carved faces. In Boruto, Boruto graffitis the seventh's face. Number 78. Hiruzen decreed no one could speak about Naruto being a Jinchuriki. He wanted Naruto to have a normal life. It backfired. Adults still shunned him. In the Itachi Shinden novel, young Itachi wondered why villagers glared at Naruto, but was told it's S-class secret. Hiruzen's heart was in the right place, but his execution sucked. Number 79. Naruto appears in Tekken 6 as a customization item. Jump Force lets Naruto fight Goku and Luffy, settling playground arguments. My Hero Academia's creator Horikoshi drew Naruto fist-bumping Deku and passing the torch. Naruto transcended his story to become a symbol of shonen, recognizable by whiskers and orange alone. Number 80. Rock Lee and His Ninja Pals is the official comedy spin-off. Naruto's ramen obsession is dialed to 11. He summons a ramen Rasengan. Tenten breaks the fourth wall complaining about screen time. Kishimoto blessed the parody. For all the intense battles, Naruto has always had comedy. Number 81. Kishimoto admitted he struggled with designing female characters and preferred drawing backgrounds, scenery, and animals instead. The irony is that Naruto's signature jutsu is the sexy jutsu, which transforms him into a naked woman. So the guy who couldn't draw girls for his life made his protagonist's most iconic move involve becoming one. That's either genius or cruel and unusual punishment. Number 82. Naruto appears in 96% of manga chapters. He's used Rasengan over 200 times across the series. He's spammed Shadow Clone thousands of times. There are YouTube supercuts tallying them. Number 83. Naruto's full title by the end is Seventh Hokage, Hero of the Fourth Great Ninja War, Child of Prophecy, Orange Hokage, and Savior of the World. He hates the pomp and prefers just Seventh or Naruto. The Lightning Daimyo jokes a Hokage in an orange tracksuit. The world's changed for good. Number 84. Kishimoto has a twin brother, Seishi. His manga 666 Satan features a protagonist with a demon sealed in him. Sound familiar? Both series debuted around the same time. They had an agreement to not read each other's works to avoid subconscious borrowing. Number 85. By Boruto's time, tech advanced rapidly thanks to Naruto's peace. Konoha went from radios to laptops in 15 years. Naruto feels lost with tech. As Hokage, he and Kakashi installed streetlights and railways linking the lands. Advanced tech led to ninja tools that make traditional training obsolete. Number 86. Naruto's most prized possessions are the first Hokage's necklace, Jiraiya's forehead protector, and the mission scrapbook Iruka gave him at his wedding. He kept the froggy wallet Gama-chan even as Hokage. In the last, Hinata finds Kushina's red scarf and repairs it. Number 87. The NBA player Zion Williamson said he watched Naruto for motivation. In an interview to GQ, he said, "No matter what the world is saying, I have to remember that I am who I am and stay true to that. That's what Naruto did, and that's what I'm going to do." Number 88. Ichiraku Ramen was inspired by a real ramen joint near Kishimoto's college. He ate there often when money was tight. The real Ichiraku in Fukuoka became a tourist attraction until it closed in 2014. Number 89. Naruto was originally supposed to be voiced by a male actor in Japan, but Junko Takeuchi won the role despite having a sore throat during her audition. She described her voice as messy that day. but Kishimoto himself personally chose her. The production team gave her chocolate milk to soothe her throat, and she landed the role that would define her career. Number 90. One Piece creator Eiichiro Oda originally planned to name Sanji Naruto because of his swirly eyebrows that resembled the Narutomaki fish cake. When he learned that Kishimoto's Naruto manga would be long-running, he quickly changed Sanji's name out of respect. Number 91. Naruto possesses 3 separate Kekkei Genkai abilities thanks to receiving chakra from all the tailed beasts during the 4th Great Ninja War. He can use Boil Release from the 5 Tails Kokuo to momentarily boost his physical attributes, Magnet Release from the 1 Tail Shukaku to create powerful sealing jutsu, and Lava Release from the 4 Tails Son Goku to create the devastating Lava Release Rasen Shuriken. Number 92. Naruto's prosthetic right arm is made entirely from Hashirama Senju's cells, the first Hokage's DNA. After losing his real arm in the final battle with Sasuke, he received this prosthetic, which is wrapped completely in bandages. The Hashirama cells grant enhanced healing and durability, and also boosted Naruto's already immense chakra reserves even further, making him even more powerful after the war than during it. Number 93. Naruto learned to fly without any external assistance, or wings, simply by combining Sage of Six Paths chakra with his own abilities. This power was pivotal in his final battle against Kaguya Otsutsuki, as it allowed him to attack from multiple angles in mid-air and navigate through different dimensions. Very few shinobi in history have achieved true flight, and Naruto is one of them. Number 94. Naruto can enter Sage Mode almost instantaneously by adulthood, a massive improvement from when he first learned it. In the beginning, Sage Mode required several minutes to enter, because he needed to gather natural energy while staying completely still. By the 4th Great Ninja War, and especially by the Boruto era, Naruto mastered the technique to the point where he could activate it in seconds with no preparation time needed. Number 95. Naruto's chakra reserves are so vast that he fought continuously during the 4th Great Ninja War without rest. He battled against Obito, Madara, Kaguya, and countless reanimated shinobi back-to-back while simultaneously sharing his chakra with the entire shinobi alliance. Even after all this, he still had enough chakra left to fight his final battle against Sasuke immediately afterward. Most shinobi would be completely drained after just one of these encounters. Number 96. Naruto is the most fanfiction-written anime character in history. Fanfiction.net has over 442,000 Naruto fics, more than triple the next biggest anime fandom when it peaked. Why so massive? The series left tons of characters underdeveloped, the ending disappointed half the fanbase, and the world was huge but barely explored. Basically, fans looked at Kishimoto's work and said, "We'll take it from here." Over half those fics are romance, by the way. Someone really wanted Naruto to end up with literally anyone else. Number 97. The Toad's Naruto summons are named after real Japanese actors from the 80s and 90s. Gamabunta is named after Bunta Sugawara, Gamaken after Takakura Ken, and Shima after Iwashita Shima. Number 98. Kishimoto's original Naruto pilot was set in modern Japan, and the main character was supposed to be some sort of detective who would solve crimes like art theft. Number 99. When Kishimoto redesigned Naruto for Part 2, he made the headband wider specifically so he wouldn't have to draw eyebrows every single week. The original headband sat higher on his forehead, meaning more eyebrow work across hundreds of panels, so Kishimoto just stretched it down and called it a mature look. Number 100. Naruto's early design had boots, but Kishimoto switched to sandals because he enjoyed drawing toes more than boots. Number 101. Kishimoto admitted that he took a lot of inspiration for Naruto from Dragon Balls, and Naruto is also in some ways similar to Goku in personality and outlook. And that would be all the 101 facts about Naruto Uzumaki. If you like these, you might want to check these 101 facts about his father, Minato Namikaze.